Hello there everyone, and welcome to this Biology Mind A-Level tutorial on phospholipids. So in this tutorial we're just going to think about a basic introduction to phospholipids. So the structure and properties of phospholipids will be our key learning objective. So, can anyone label up what a phospholipid is made of? So what's this, and what's this? Pause the video here if you want to have a go. We'll move on now to have a think about how phospholipids are structured. Alright, so phospholipids have one glycerol, two fatty acids, and a phosphate group. So you can see the glycerol here. Attached to it are the fatty acid, which is the tail of the phospholipid, and this is the head of the phospholipid, and this is the phosphate group. So key thing to remember from this side is phospholipids is made up of one glycerol, two fatty acids, and a phosphate group. Okay, all right. So one of the fatty acids is unsaturated, so this one, and the other one is saturated. And we say that phospholipids are amphipathic, which means, they have a hydrophobic tail and a hydrophilic head. So hydrophobic comes from the Greek hydro for water and phobic for hating, so a water-hating tail, and a water-philic from the Greek for love, water-loving head. So what does this really mean? It means that our tail here, apologies, it's labelled as head, that should say hydrophobic tail, is not water-loving, it's water-hating, whereas this part is water-loving, the head, i.e. a phospholipid is a polarised molecule. So the phosphate groups can have extensions which attribute to unique properties. So here is a little bit more of a detailed diagram. So just to orientate you, this was our glycerol structure in the middle, our phosphate head, and our fatty acid tails, of which one is a saturated fatty acid and one is this unsaturated fatty acid. And just remember that the tails are hydrophobic and the head is hydrophilic. And again, this just reiterates our phosphate head is our hydrophilic, water-loving, and our tail is our hydrophobic, water-hating. So our phospholipid head is the polar part and our tail is the non-polar part. Okay, so that's lesson 10 complete. Well done for following through, and we'll build more on this basic knowledge in the next tutorial.